Resilience. Psalm 118 verse 5. In anguish, I cried to you, Yahweh, and you answered me with freedom. In the vast expanse of Australia's arid outback, where the horizon stretches endlessly and the sun beats down relentlessly, there exists a remarkable creature that embodies the very essence of resilience, the Inland Dotterel. This small, unassuming bird has mastered the art of survival in one of Earth's most challenging environments, offering profound wisdom for those who pause to observe its ways. The Inland Dotterel's existence in such harsh conditions speaks to a deeper truth about the nature of resilience and the sacred dance between struggle and adaptation. When the mercury rises and the earth cracks with drought, this remarkable bird doesn't merely survive. It finds ways to thrive. Its behaviour demonstrates an innate wisdom about working with, rather than against, the limitations of its environment. In the scorching heat of midday, the dotterel seeks shelter beneath sparse vegetation, moving with the shadows as the sun tracks across the sky. This natural choreography mirrors the spiritual journey of our hearts navigating our own arid seasons. Just as the dotterel finds protection in the minimal shade available, those experiencing spiritual drought often discover that the smallest moments of grace can provide much relief. The psalmist's cry, "In anguish, I cried to you, Yahweh, and you answered me with freedom," resonates deeply with this natural wisdom. There are times when the landscape of life appears as barren as the outback, when the heart feels parched and the horizon seems to offer no relief. In these moments of desolation, the Inland Dotterel's example becomes particularly poignant. The bird doesn't wait for conditions to improve. It adapts, finding nourishment in unexpected places and freedom within the very constraints that might appear limiting. Consider the moments of anguish in one's own journey, the times when circumstances feel as harsh as the outback's unforgiving terrain. The Inland Dotterel's resilience invites reflection on how one might adapt rather than resist. How to find freedom not despite constraints, but perhaps because of them. This bird's existence challenges the common assumption that freedom requires perfect conditions. The divine response to the psalmist's cry wasn't necessarily a change in circumstances, but rather a gift of freedom. A shift in perspective that allowed for adaptation and growth within the existing situation. Like the dotterel, which has evolved to find sustenance in seemingly inhospitable conditions, spiritual resilience often manifests as the ability to discover divine presence in unexpected places. This natural wisdom suggests that trust in the divine might look less like waiting for rescue and more like developing the capacity to adapt and find nourishment in whatever landscape one inhabits. The Inland Dotterel doesn't question the harshness of its environment. It simply engages with what is, finding freedom within the parameters of its reality. When examining the bird's behaviour more closely, one notices that it moves in harmony with the rhythms of its harsh environment, neither fighting against nor surrendering to the challenges it faces. This delicate balance offers insight into how one might approach life's trials, not with resignation or resistance, but with a resilient spirit that seeks freedom within the present moment. Let us pray. Divine Presence, source of all resilience and adaptation, grant us the wisdom of the Inland Dotterel. May we learn to find freedom in the midst of constraint, nourishment in apparent scarcity, and hope in the face of desolation. Guide us to discover your presence in unexpected places, just as the dotterel finds sustenance in the harsh outback. Grant us the courage to adapt to life's challenges with grace, the strength to persist when the path seems barren, and the wisdom to recognize that freedom often comes not from changed circumstances, but from transformed perspectives. Help us to trust in your response to our cries, knowing that you meet us in our anguish with the gift of liberation. Amen.